What are we guys, Anime Junkie? Welcome to part 1 to What If Asta Had Full Counter. And now, let's get to the intro. Okay guys, this is my first Black Clover What If. Not that I didn't do a Black Clover What If before. I just did Black Clover and My Hero Academia What Ifs together with what if Deku was or had the powers of Asta. That's what I did. But this time is actually a Black Clover What If. It's in the Black Clover universe, and it's what if Asta had magic, or what if Asta had full counting, or Meliodas' power. So yeah, let's get started. So Asta is born with magic just like anyone else, but I would say he had more magic because I would say he has average magic because he doesn't really need, oh well, let's say he has lots of magic. He has a boundless amount of magic, and his magic, or let's say his strength, let's actually put in different categories for his strength, his ability of using magic. First, his sensing ability of magic, so if he could sense magic. Second, his control of magic, so if he can control his magic. And the third magic is how much he has magic. And the fourth, is there a fourth? Or physical strength, or any type of physical ability. So yeah, Asta would have physical abilities because remember, his magic is only to like reverse other magic attacks. But if it's a physical attack, it's not full count, or it's full counter but not physical full counter, so he can't counter physical attacks. So he can only counter long range magic, so something like Yuno's magic and all the different types of magic there's in Black Clover, which is a lot. There's a lot of long range magic, so Asta's gonna be a beast. Oh, and sorry, the person who asked me to do a Black Clover What If, this is not the same idea that you told me to do, but whenever I was thinking about that idea that you told me, I actually thought of this one, and I was thinking that it was pretty cool. So I wanted to do this one first, and maybe your idea, I might do it some other day, but you know, since I started an animation channel, it's kind of hard to do my time, and my sleeping schedule is all over the place. So, can you just wait a little longer, and hope you can be patient, and I will make that What If series. So, hope you can wait. Okay, so let's get to the video, or What If. So Asta is like growing up. He is not treated badly by anyone because he has a lot of magic. He has enough magic to be considered like a noble, and people were like, "Whoa, you're a noble, right?" He's like, "No, I'm just a peasant." So yeah, actually, I will give Asta. I don't know. I'll ask you guys. Should I give him the Meliodas personality? Well, just because... Oh my god, I just thought of something amazing. Well, it doesn't really pertain to this What If series. It's gonna happen in the future. But I just thought of something really amazing. Oh my god, I'm so brilliant. But yeah, so should he have the personality of Meliodas? That perverted personality, but all like calm and not calm and generous. What am I talking about? Meliodas, happy, lucky-go-lucky, good-lucky, whatever, lucky. But whatever. So does he have that perverted personality, or should I just give him the same Asta personality, who's so oblivious? He's just oblivious. So should I or should I not? And should he get a demon form? Oh my god, I just thought of something amazing. But whatever. But yeah, tell me in the comments below if you want this story to go any directions, because remember, this is the first part. So whatever you guys comment, and if you guys can convince me to do something, I can't change it because this is the first episode. This story can go in many directions. So yeah, tell me in the comments below, and this is like your only chance to change the story the way you want it. So the way this will go, it depends on his personality. That's why I wanted to ask you guys. But I think let alone Yuno would still respect Asta, because he would, first of all, he has magic this time, and he still has that personality to never give up, and he would always be cool and a big brother to him. Because Asta is Asta. No matter if you give him Meliodas' personality or Asta's normal canon personality, Asta is always going to be Asta. And Asta is going to be pretty talented with magic. I mean, the broom thing, I think he would already know it, because just like Yuno, he would just be cool as Yuno, but I would think he'd be shorter, and he would... I think he would have like golden hair. So he'd have golden hair, not golden hair, what am I saying? Blonde hair and green eyes, just like Meliodas. So basically Meliodas. What am I even talking about? Asta. He's Meliodas. And whenever he would basically say, I'm gonna be like the Wizard King and all that stuff, people would actually say, like, maybe he can become the Wizard King. I mean, he's talented with magic, and we don't really necessarily know what magic he has, but I mean, still, he's really good at controlling magic and sensing it. So the day would come. He's 15 years old, and now we're actually going to the Grimoire ceremony, or that's what I think it's called. But they go there to get their Grimoire. There's nobles there, there are other kids, and there are peasants and all that stuff. Not peasants, what am I saying? Commoners? What did I say? Peasants. But whatever. So everybody's there to get their Grimoire. I would think that giant shiny Grimoire would appear at and he would like grab it and he's like, oh, I'm gonna be the Wizard King and all that stuff. So everybody would like, whoa, that guy's so cool. And then I think then Asta's Grimoire is really dark. It's different colors. It's like shining, and it's also like pure black. It's covered with black energy, and then when the black energy like unveils a little, you see like light inside, and then it like covers up, and then it unveils a little, and then you see light again, and then it just appears in front of Asta, and everybody's like, what the hell kind of Grimoire is that? And then he would just be like, wow, I guess this is my Grimoire. And he would go up to he's like, that's my rival for you. And everybody's like, whoa, those guys are so cool. And Asta would check his Grimoire, and it would say full counter magic. And he would say, oh, what is this? And he would read it. It's like, oh, to reverse any magic at someone 10-fold, 5-fold, and 2-fold, or 2 times, or double the times, or whatever, the double the power. And he would be like, oh my god, this is amazing. I'm definitely gonna become the Wizard King. And then he would notice like, whoa, I can't really see it, but this has 5 clovers. Oh my god, is this a 5-leaf clover? Damn, I'm lucky. And of course, he would get a demon grimoire, and of course, I wouldn't really include a Meliodas power without a demon transformation, so duh. Anyways, so let's get back to the nobles that actually want to steal Yuno's grimoire. So they try to steal it, and then the chain magic knight, or the previous or resigned magic knight, oh well, he's not really resigned, he got kicked out. So former magic knight, or the chain user, he would basically just attack one of the nobles, and then they would just run away. And then he would attack Yuno. Yuno would basically get pinned down a little because he barely knows how to use his grimoire and magic, and his magic let alone is really weak against any other magic with a grimoire, and especially against a former magic knight is still weak. So Asta would just appear, and he pulls out the sword, or a legendary sword, which can clone Meliodas. I would say it's the same one. So he'd pull that one out, and instead of the anti-magic swords, so he pulled that one out. It's like reversal magic, or whatever, full counter magic. And whenever the chains will come at him, he would just attack the chains with the sword, and the chains would just turn white. Not white, but just covered in light. And then they would just reverse back at that person and completely tangle him in his own attack and completely strangle him until he passed out. And then Asta would tell Yuno, it's like, my magic is full counter magic. I can return anybody's magic back at them either 10-fold or 2 times, or whatever. But yeah, he basically tells him that. He's like, wow, that's overpowered. But then Asta doesn't want to tell him that his weakness is like, oh, my weakness is physical attacks. He doesn't want to tell him that because they're rivals actually. So yeah, but it wouldn't really matter because Yuno isn't that physical type of guy. So the only person who could harm him is people who actually train their physical body, like Yami or someone else. But yeah, so they would have that fist bump moment again, and they would like reconnect in their memories where they decided to become the Wizard King. So they have that moment. Asta would go to sleep because tomorrow morning they would go to the magic night exam or whatever. So they would sleep, and in Asta's dream he would basically meet up with the demon inside of his grimoire. So he's like, oh, so who are you? It's like, I'm a demon. And he's like, oh, cool, nice knowing you. And the demon would attack him with demon magic or whatever. And I would say Asta has 2 types of magic, sword creation magic, and what is it called, full counter magic. So remember how like the demon thing works, or in how the 5-leaf clover is created. The demon possesses it, and the demon's magic will combine into the same the magic that the grimoire is combined into, and it will create like a similar magic. So how Asta's grimoire was, the demon actually possessed the magic, and The grimoire had sword creation magic, but the demon had anti-magic with it. So the both magics combined into creating anti-magic swords. So in this case, the demon, no, I think the grimoire would have sword magic and the demon would have reversal magic, and they would combine into like the sword reversal magic. So I think Asta can only use his magic or sword reversal magic when he has that blade out with a legendary weapon. So yeah, if he doesn't, I think he would still be able to use it because he has the grimoire, remember? So yeah, I think he would still be able to use it with his hands, but it would be more effective. Like he can go up to like 10 times with the sword. So I think he can only go up to 5 times with his hands, but if he has to go up to 10 times, I think he would be able to use his sword. So he'd meet the demon and basically use his reversal magic against him, and the demon would also do that, and reversal would just reverse on itself and completely negate itself. Then Asta would probably, and Asta, by the way, he's done his physical training because most of his life he doesn't really know what magic he had. So he's like, okay, if my magic had to do with something with like physical training or something, I'll rather prepare my body. So he'd probably just train just like he did in his original canon self, and he would train his physical body. And I think it would just be like Meliodas, like a knight, and he would have his full counter and all that stuff. So I think it would beat the demon with his physical strength and just slice him with the legendary weapon, because the demon doesn't really have the legendary weapon because the legendary weapon was already a part of the grimoire when the demon possessed it. So he would attack it and slay the demon with full counter and whatever, and then I think it would get the demon form. The demon's magic would just pour into Asta's body, and he would get the mark on his like forehead, and then it would disappear, and then he would wake up in the morning and done. Okay, that's 11 minutes. I hope you guys like this What If Asta series. I really love it and I really enjoy it. I think it will motivate me to do a different series. So yeah, hope you guys like, because it really does help the channel out. Make sure to subscribe to join the family, hit the bell icon for my future videos, and as always, Anime Junkie out.